once again to put it to TSET. Now, you may remember that, not too long ago, I reviewed some wrestling figures, the NXT Takeover series. And I wrongly thought that it was a one-off, that there was going to be no more of those coming up. Of course, as you probably can tell, yeah, I was wrong. Big surprise, nothing new there. The point is that they are going with this NXT Takeover series, and they are releasing more, and they've released the second series, which I have today, both the Elites and the Basics. But, yeah, they've got more planned as well. I've seen the previews, and, we'll wait and see what happens with Series 3. But today, we have the NXT Takeover Series 2. Let us start with the basic figures. Here we have ourselves NXT's Bobby Roode, who at time of recording is actually the US champion, I believe, on SmackDown. So, yeah, spoilers there. That's who we're getting: Bobby Roode, Razor, Uckham, and Eva Marie. And as more astute of you may have noticed, all four of these figures come with this piece to build an NXT announce table. It says right there, one of the features, including the Topps Collector Trading Card, which hopefully are better than the last lot, but I'm not holding my breath. Let's get him open! Da-da-da. I forgot to mention previously on the basic series, they've now got this little tab here, whereas before you used to have rip, rend and tear of the back cards to get all the plastic casing off. These ones have got a nice little, let's get it close, a little tab there with the cardboard breaks, and you just simply put your thumb under it, and it lifts off. It's a work of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. It's genius. I love it. Right, let's... Oh, I've dropped the table. Oh, there we go. Right. This is the NXT 2017 trading cards. I think that's exactly the same series as the previous one. So, if you're collecting, there's more here to have. Not particularly interested in that. What I want to see... There we go. That's what I want to see from a trading card. In-ring action. As Bobby Roode taking on Andreas Cien Almas. I believe that's Almas. It looks like Almas. I'm going with Almas. Is it from Takeover? It's from one of the Takeovers. But that is a nice trading card. That's lovely, fantastic, that's brilliant. Not interested. So here we go. We have WWE's Mattel's WWE basic figure. Oh, look at the trunks. Look at the detail on the trunks. Can we focus on that? Oh, glorious! Ah, yes, I do like the detail on the trunks there. The Roode at the front's not as good, but then that's because there's more points of Yeah, you can see the points of articulation more on the front, so I think they had less chance. It may have rubbed off, but we won't spend too much time staring at his crotch. Basic figure, your standards sculpt figure. It's fine, it's not bad, it's representative Roode, not a problem. My issue here is the head sculpt. Bobby Roode, to my knowledge, has never had a good sculpt on the face. I mean, his Toy Biz one didn't look like him at all. His Jack's Deluxe Impact one was not bad. This, it's kind of generic. Yeah, I suppose I can see Roode in the face. Yeah, I mean, up close and personal, it does look a lot more like Roode than from a distance, but at the same time, I think it's because he's got such a generic face. Might also be that the hair's not, it's not got enough curl to it. It doesn't quite look like Roode. But for a basic figure that we're looking at spending, oh yeah, the money. I spent a fortune again importing these ones because, again, Target exclusive. But we won't worry about that. For the money you should have paid for it, that is a very nice figure. Very fantastic. It's a good Bobby Roode, and it's a damn good start. Next, we have probably the biggest disappointment of this one, as I'm sure you'll probably all agree. Yes, it's all red everything with Eva Marie. What a colossal waste of money and time this was, having her on the roster. I mean, granted, she was the most hated person in all of NXT for a brief period, but, what was even the point? I mean, seriously. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We've got all red everything. Oh, yes, this must have been just as she was called up and put onto the main roster. Complete waste. It's not the most flattering image they could have picked, her taking her jacket off, but it's better than all the ones in t-shirts we had last time. So, Yep, bonus points there. Now, taking a look at this figure, I have to say, as with all the Mattel basic women's figures, fantastic articulation, far more than what you get with the men. I mean, if we bring this in, you can see we've got the legs that articulate just that little bit extra, just to accommodate for the different builds around the trunks there. And yeah, stand up. And I've also got the top torso that will slightly bend and manoeuvre as well, which is nice because you're paying for a basic figure and you're essentially getting an elite figure, which is very nice. My only issue with this is the fact that I believe this is exactly the same as the other All Red Everything release they did of her. I can't say for sure because I don't actually own it. I think the original green release had slightly different hair, but it feels, to me, it's like it's a repaint. It's a repaint, and you're not getting a massive amount of value if you've already bought that. Yes, taking a quick look at the paintwork on the figure, I mean, the All Red Everything lettering on her boots, it's very nice indeed. Got a little bit of detail on the trunks. I don't think there's anything on the back side. That's sloppy. That's very sloppy. That tie there that she's meant to have tied up around the back there's no detail on that whatsoever. That's not very good. I'm incredibly disappointed with that, actually. I didn't realise that was the case, that was there, until I just checked it out now. The head sculpt, it's Eva. It's, got all the red hair. That may snap off with extended play. In fact, I can see the join. Is that a join or is that no? That's where they formed it with the plastic injection. How do they attach that to the head then? Is that one piece? It may have that may actually be glued on. I'm not sure how they've done that. That's interesting. But be wary, that will probably come off with heavy play. But otherwise, we're looking at an Eva Marie figure. Not, the be-all and end-all, but it's a nice figure. Looks great. And can I just point out, we've still got that fantastic Mattel scale. You can see just the subtle height differences you wouldn't have got with some other toys, which, thumbs up there, fantastic. Alright, so next up, to no surprise, we are going to go with Akam of the Authors of Pain. Now, with this being, a fantastic tag team in NXT, part of me is kind of disappointed they didn't go for the builder figure rather than build an NXT announce table with this, because I would have loved to have had a Paul Ellering, former manager of the Legion of Doom and current manager of the AOP. That's a pretty basic trading card there, Akam. At least he's not, this is not just the entrance gear, at least in ring, but pretty bland, pretty boring, nothing major there. Okay, well, my first impressions with Akam is, firstly, when I lifted him up, holy hell, he's so much heavier than Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens were in the basics. The torso's hollow, but the legs, because of the combats he's wearing, they just make the figure so heavy, and it's nice. It's nice, solid base for the figure to stand on. Second, I will say is, that's nice detail. I can tell who that's meant to be. He looks like he should do. The tattoo work is just incredible. I mean, take a good look at that. Look at the detail on his tattoo. I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, it doesn't quite go all the way around or anything. Blank on the bottom. But I'm not sure whether he's one and does in actual life, but it's just fantastic. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous work. And the little shine on the belt buckle. This is a great figure. My only disappointment is it isn't elite and it didn't come with all his entrance gear, the gas mask and the webbing that he wears over the torso. That would have been amazing. You know what? Let's not do the grand scheme of things. Let's just get his buddy out. Let's just get Razor out. Let's not worry about him in the packet. We've seen them all in the packet. I will get the card out. We'll get the card. There we go. There's Razor with the webbing on without the mask. That's not so bad. That's fine. Whatever. Oh, yes. Very much the same. In some toy lines, you'll just get your complete, we'll just take that and change the head and that'll do. No, this is a different figure. This is 100% different figure. You can see Razor's slightly taller than Akam, which is very nice, ever so slightly taller. The face sculpt, very distinct, although very similar. I think they've just gone with slapdash, same hairstyle. They just sort of done the same thing there. No, there's a slight difference. Razor's is more rounded and that's more squared. Akram's is more squared. That's nice. They've used a different colour for the torso, which is nice, which is true to life. The hands, I think, are exactly the same. They've used the same sculpt for the trousers, but obviously, that's a point. Is that the same colour, or is that just my lights? No, the crotch part is slightly darker on that, which I think is more inclined to that. But it's still no, it's still different. It's still, I think it's just darker. But you know, exactly the same sculpt. But there's something in this figure that's slightly taller. I can't work out what it is. The boots look about the same. I think the legs are slightly longer. They've used the same basic sculpt, but they made it slightly longer. And again, he's a fantastic weighted figure. Nothing in the torso, but all base heavy. And this is why I really bought this set. I mean, to be honest, I probably could have waited for an Elite series and got the pair of them together, but just to have the authors a pain. And the fact that it comes with the announce table is fantastic. So, in fact, let's put that together and see the whole set together. Very nice. I will say, one of my parts did come slightly damaged, so there's a slight bend here, but it's nice. It's nice solid plastic, really. It's nice solid, but I do believe if we were to use this Razor, satisfying, built for play, built to last, and it's a nice set, really. I mean, that's why you get the announce tables. I mean, it's a bit of set dressing, but you do get it to play with. Yeah, this is hours of entertainment. If you're, if you're a collector and play with the figures, it's fantastic stuff. I mean, Rude, I probably wouldn't have bought initially if it weren't for the fact it comes complete as a set. I probably would have waited for his entrance Greats Elite to get that glorious robe he wears. Eva, I've already got. I'm not particularly interested in. Akram and Razor, again, I probably would have liked the Elites with the entrance gear because it's so iconic, but it's a fantastic set for the price you should be paying for it, and to get the whole NXT. Very nice. Screw it. The whole NXT announce table is fantastic. It's brilliant. I'm well chuffed with this series, to be perfectly honest, and I didn't think I would be.